So, Dad, what do you think of electric vehicles?
Well, let me give a little history. My first real car was a 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, 350, 4-barrel, dual exhaust, fun to drive, blow it out car. But back then, fuel, price of gasoline was, below $1. Or, it was very inexpensive. Fill up tank for 20 bucks and go for a ride.
Yeah.
Things are different today.
You probably didn't worry about what your MPGs were. Didn't matter.
Oh, heaven's sakes.
When it got to MG, you
It was
fill up.
all about the sound and the power.
Yeah.
And the drive.
Yeah.
So, I really, until Clay, excuse me, until
Me.
you started talking about electric vehicles. And, I'm old school. It's neat stuff. But, as he has continued to talk about and experience it with the Volt and the Zero motorcycle now, it has become more apparent for us as a family and my wife and I specifically that from an environmental perspective it totally makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
From a cost and an environmental perspective, it just truly makes sense.
Yeah, and I've said it in my other videos, for me it's not really an environmental thing. I mean, it's kind of cool, but for me it's about this. It's about the efficiency and saving money on fuel maintenance. The simplicity of how it works. And like I always say, once you go electric vehicle, it's hard to go back once you get used to that. For me, it's just the norm now. Even though my Chevy Volt does use gas if I go over 45 miles or whatever a day. But to me, it's just the norm. It's just what I do. I plug it in before I go to bed. Unplug it in the morning, no problems. So electric vehicles, good, bad,
Well, I think they're awesome.
Okay.
Your Volt, as an example, and I've never experienced another electric vehicle, so I don't know a comparison. But I'm truly impressed. You get in and we're driving down the road, and I keep asking him, "Are we still on battery?" "Yeah." "Are we still on battery?" "Yeah." And you just go and go and go and go, and then when it does convert over to the engine as the battery wears down, you can't tell a difference. But it's just amazing to me that you can get that much distance out of a charge.
And some people don't consider the Volt an electric vehicle.
Yeah, right.
But it is. It just has a gas backup.
Right.
A true EV, most modern EVs, Nissan Leaf, well, not Nissan Leaf, but the Volt, any Tesla, a good EV is gonna be able to go over 200 miles on a charge. Whereas my car goes about 40 to 50 miles, depending on the weather, on a charge, and I rarely go over that in a day before I recharge.
Right.
So
Right.
to me, it's for 95% of the time, it's an EV.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, so yeah, that kind of covers my other question. What do you know about so what do you know about electric vehicles other than what I've said and
Nothing.
nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I have not, I haven't researched them as far as how the technology works, and what I know is from what you have told me because of my inquiry. I continue to ask questions, and I think you get tired of it, but I am very curious about it. Let me go back again. My first experience with rechargeable batteries was when we were young and you guys were little kids. We got an over-the-shoulder VHS video camera.
We're talking early 90s, right?
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking.
I was a little
You
baby.
were a little kid. Well, in fact, you were not. I don't think you were born yet.
Okay, so this is the 80s, late 80s.
Right. And the technology then was that the battery was rechargeable, but for some odd reason, if you didn't let the battery run completely down and you charged it up before you ran it clear down and got what they call a memory set in it. And I don't know exactly how it all happened, but all of a sudden this battery would only give us 2 or 3 minutes of video recording, and all of a sudden it went down to nothing. And okay, we liked our camera, we needed a new battery, so you go get a new battery for $130, and the same thing happened. And that kind of turned me away from long-term use of electric things.
Right.
And I just assumed until you, and I still am not totally convinced that you tell me that this battery technology is the ticket.
Yeah. So
So what was your question?
I don't remember. What do you know about electric vehicles? So you've always had this like a distrust of batteries.
I sure have, yes.
Yeah, and I mean the fact is like lithium-ion batteries, they will degrade over time. They just will. It doesn't matter how you use them; they'll degrade over time. It's like anything else will, though. Like an engine after 100,000, 150,000 miles is not going to be as efficient as. Now, it may not be as great as an effect as a battery, but like personally, like people ask me, what are you going to do when your battery stops working in your Volt? I'm like, I don't know. Like, what are you going to do when your engine stops working? Fix it, I guess.
Right.
So it's like it's an experiment. I mean. My car has 72,000 miles on it, and I haven't had any issues. And I'm hoping to go 150, 200,000 miles before anything major needs fixed, if I have it for that long.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, this kind of gets more into it. Why don't you own an electric vehicle yet? If you think they're awesome and
Well, the last vehicle that we purchased was it's a foreign car, and I've always I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth here. I've always believed in American made, but this last car we got is a foreign car. Not going to mention the manufacturer.
It's a pretty standard small car.
Yeah, standard small car. And at the time it was we've always purchased vehicles without going into debt. And this one was priced right, we could pay for it, get rid of the old car, and be good for a while. So I guess the answer to your question is, they're too expensive.
Yeah.
Especially when we're talking Tesla.
Yeah.
There's no way that I would throw down that kind of cash for a Tesla.
Yeah.
But, some of the hybrids like your Volt, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
So we're seriously considering to go with something like that for our next vehicle.
Yeah. I've always,
bottom line, it's the money.
Yeah, sure, of course. Teslas they're luxury. Even the Model 3, you get a base Model 3, I think it starts at 39,000 something. So after taxes, fees, you're looking at probably 45.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I don't care who you are. But you can get, used 2017, I gave you 2018, used Volts with very low mileage for around 20,000, a good one. So you're getting an EV that's, in my opinion, still basically a new car for, much less. It's still a lot of money. 20 grand's not something to, I don't know, wink an eye at, but it's much cheaper than a new car.
Yeah, the research that I've done, I found some 2018 Chevy Volts for 18, 19.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
They're good. Yeah,
Not bad.
They're good cars. So yeah, I'm kind of harsh on this, but it's like in my mind, if you have a garage and you own your house, you have a garage, and like you don't have some type of plug-in vehicle, like in my mind, like you're just like throwing money away, because you could be charging it every night on a regular 110 volt. You don't even need to install like a 240 volt outlet. You can just charge it off a regular outlet, and that works great for like my car with the only like 40 miles of range. But if you have like a true EV, like a Leaf or a Bolt or a Tesla or something else, you're gonna need that level 2 charger in your garage. But you pay $500,000, have that installed, and you're set. Like that's your gas station now. I don't have to worry about paying for gas again. So yeah.
Right.
I guess that why do you want a Volt now and not before? Like Because I've had one. I've had mine since 2016, so I've had it for like over 3 years now.
Because of your experience. I mean, bottom line, it's not because I've, seen a lot of them, other people talking them up. I just know what your experience is, and I know your car, and I mean, it's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, and my car's old technology.
Right.
2013, like that's old. I mean, not old, but like it's not like that's.
Yeah.
In the world of EVs, that's ancient. Like it's nothing.
And I go back to what I said before. It's that, Clay, are you still on battery? Still on battery.
Yeah.
And you've had your car how many years now?
3.5.
3.5, and you haven't had an issue with that battery technology.
No, same
that has
range.
convinced me that it works. So, I'm kind of excited about it actually.
What's another discussion? But you talk about the Volt. Like the Volt's not like even a cool car anymore. But GM engineered that battery to work in very specific ways. That I'm not gonna get into it, but very well engineered. And Tesla is obviously the leader in battery technology, and it's one of those things like you buy Tesla, and even if you own it for 10 years, like you probably don't have to worry about it until maybe like after that 10-year mark. I don't know, but like if you buy a brand new car Tesla, you're not going to have to worry about the battery for probably how long you're going to own it. But getting off topic. Hi.
Hi, Clay.
No names.
Oh, no names.
No
really?
names. Oh,
no names.
No names. Yeah, this is
Okinawa.
Just
okay.
Your dad.
Okay.
I'm nobody.
And
I'm anonymous. No, if they want to see me, they can look at my LinkedIn account.
So I guess I didn't realize that when you did videos, you never said what your name is.
No, never.
You go by your
USFC's my handle.
Your handle.
The handle
is what.
Yeah.